This section is going to discuss about file read and write, mostly like initialize, read and write. In the CLD exam, we need in a specific way we read and write. The first one we are focusing on the CSV files, or the comma separated variable, or the delimited CSV file. So first of all, I'm going to save this one into section 4. My section 4 is read or file CSV. Maybe you can say read and write. Or I just start with the read for the first time. And as usual, I can edit, Control Alt, delete. Keep in mind, in 2019 or 20 version, so 2024 version, you can have an even, there's an option here. You can select a VI name. So if you use that one, then you don't have to do any of these changes. So here, I'm just going to make a new one. And the text is saying file IO, input and output files. So this is my edit icon, and I'll go for the VI property, documentation. This VI is for read CSV file. That's it. That's okay. That's one of the screen resolution which I adjusted. So again, I save this file. Now we have to create the file. This is the location I save. Then I want to create a CSV file. For that, either I can create a text file or the Excel in the first place. And this, I would say, my item. That's an Excel sheet. I open, file, save as, item. Then I just convert that one into the CSV format, then save. So this is my CSV file. So here I just want to mention few items. For an example, I can say my torque, my voltage, current. So I put like a 3 variable, then my time, or the number. For this case is number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I put some random number just to get a feel. Or even I can put like a little bit higher. 50, 67, 44, 20, 34. And voltage is 4, 5, 7, 2. The current is 7 amps, 5 amps, 4 amps, and 8 amps. Perfect. This is my CSV file. So I got the CSV file and the Excel. I'm just deleting now. And for the verification, I just open this one into the, I can open this, open with the notepad. And I can see that this is a comma separated variable. And all of them are comma separated. This is the first row. Now I want to call this file into the read and write. This is also most important section in the exam. So here I'm going to create straight away to the initialize or the read and the write. Or in the simple way, I start with the case structure. Error cluster or the error cluster constant, I'll change that one into the control. That is my input. And this is my case structure. Then I put the ANO for the ANO. In the ANO, I would say I have initialize, read, write. Then it will come to the another case structure, which is driven by this ANO, replace with the case structure. So let us start with the initialize. In the initialize, we are going to use a couple of files, read and write methods. The first of all, either I can use the current VI path or the application directory. I'm just like using the current VI path for now. Then maybe later I will explain the application directory or any other bit. Then I want to strip the path. Then I have to build the path. And the name of this file is item .csv, item.csv. So this is my path generated. Then I pass that one into the shift register. So this is my path. If you want to read, I'll get the read delimiter. This is write and this is read. So there are options. You can read this one as a string, double or integer. I want to read as a string for time being. And there is an option here. This is the what option you want for the delimiter. Here you have to type comma. Sometimes it's a comma separated, sometimes it's a point separated. So that time you have to display the point. So this is my indicator. So all rows I can see here. So this is my complete row. Create indicator. This is my error out. Even I can add the error dialog box. So here I can basically read the function. So I've changed this one into control. So I got the initialize. So again, I save this one and run the function continuously. I initialize and I read. Again, when I go to the initialize, we'll just put the highlighter so we can understand. So what happened this one? In the current VI path, so if you select the current VI path, it will select this particular VI. Then we have to come out one step before. So if you are familiarized with another type of program, is a CD dot dot. That means coming out from the one step before. That's the strip path is happening. Then we have to build. One example, I'm just creating the indicator to understand. Or I just like to make a probe. I run this one. I create a probe for both the place. See, the one probe is probe number 1. That means the current BI path included this BI is coming up. So what we don't need this BI location. So we don't need this BI, but we have to come out from the BI. That's why we are putting the strip path. After the strip path, you can see that is coming out from that BI. So again, the CSV file read.vi is come out from that one by after the stripping. Then we have to add the build path with our item.csv. So basically in the current BI path, we are calling that BI. Then after we have to come out one step before, then we have to build with item.csv. That's the one we have done here. Then we move on to the read. Read is nothing but just read the function into the string format. Why I put the string format? Because then only I can read this one into the number. For example, if I put this one into double, then it won't read this number. So that's why I put this one into string. So in this case, yeah, initialize, then read. I can read all those number as it is. Perfect. Then think that I don't need this first row, because if I'm just processing this one, I don't need that first row. So there is an option that delete from array. So this is my array is coming out. And if I say my index row, my first row need to be delete, then I can say what is the subset deleted or the deleted portion. So subset after deleting is the indicator. Initialize, read. So you can see that here you got the subset after deleting the first column. If you want like first row, you can do this one, and first column, that also you can manage. So in this way, you can make the multiple operations over there. So this is the way we can read it. Then we come across the another part, add event case. Add case after. That's a write function. So here I can choose write. Perfect. In the read function, I got all row or the array subset deleted. Maybe I create a constant from here just for a demo purpose. Because I want with values, that's why. Think that this is my function. It has all the values actually. So 7, 8. You can see that. 8. So all the values are already there. 150. So we got one more. 155. Yeah, here. 7538. We got one more. So it's just a matter of, yeah. So what I want to do, I'm just going to change this for some of the values. Maybe I would just change this one to 100 and this one is to 250. And I don't know that it can be pick the CSV file. So let us try. the CSV file with 2D string array instead of the um, instead of double. So now we initialize, we read, now we write, then again we try to read. So when we read, you see it's coming as a different value because this is coming as a string, then it's just like a coming all the way down. So what we have to do, in order to do a proper one, so you initialize, you read, and then write. So here, when you are writing, you have to split this one into separate. So what we can do, this is not coming as a CSV file so far. So it can be only coming as a string. Then all the values are already there: 10057, 254.5, and 34473. So let's go and just dig into what happened. So open with Notepad. So you can see what happened, that this is just like putting as a tab delimiter instead of comma separated delimiter. So do you have any idea why it happened? So because we have to select what option we have to choose to write. If you put like a comma, then it will be different. If it's like a tab, by default, I believe it was a tab. But let us try one more time with the comma separated, initialize, write, then read. You see it come back. So by default, it was a tab. Now we have to manually add the comma separated variable in order to get the right value. Keep in mind, you have to continue with the all kind of documentations and everything. So now we're just focusing on the how to read, write, and to initialize the one of the CSV file or the comma separated file, and think that if this file is point separated, sometimes it's a point separated, and think that if it is initialized, then I write, then if I read, it's just like a coming as a point. So what you have to do when you read, it should come as a point, then it will work. It's almost like an Excel sheet, but you just have to define what exactly it is. So when you write as a point, then you can read as a point. This is the way we can call the point function or the CSV function. So this VI, again, in the initialize case, we current VI path, strip path, then the build path, current VI path, strip path, and the build path, just for the best visibility. The current VI path, strip path, and the build path, name or the relative path. Then we got the correct data, then we can read, and then we can write the file. This is the complete section. Now I have file CSV read. This is the solution. That's the one we were doing. And I'm creating one more CSV file for you. I'm copying, and this one is for exercise for you. So what you have to do, you have to just create this functionality. So basically, this file read CSV exercise. So in this block diagram, you have to arrange everything and make it the same as what we have discussed so far. So this file is attached into the this section, so you can download it as a zip file and do it and start to do with the exercise and try to your own by looking the solution, and next time you just do without looking to the solution. So copy this one or two times, then without looking to the solution, then increase the speed. Thank you.